All right, let's dive into a universe where these ancient secret organizations are out there, working in the shadows to protect entire civilizations. Civilizations that have no idea they're even in danger. We're going to uncover a story about cosmic guardians, missions with impossibly high stakes, and the kind of choices you have to make when no one is watching.
I mean, listen to that. That one sentence. That's the heart of everything we're about to get into. It's the vow that this secret group lives by. They're the thin line between a fragile, developing world and total cosmic annihilation. This isn't just some corporate mission statement. It's a promise, and it defines their entire existence. So who are these cosmic guardians, really? In this first part, we're going to pull back the curtain on this secret order that's at the very center of this whole story. Well, they call themselves the Planetary Protection Pack, and you should probably think of them as a secret society, but on a galactic scale. Their one and only job is to act as a shield for planets that just haven't figured out how to survive the big stuff yet. You know, like a rogue comet or a star that's about to go supernova. Now, the pack has a super strict prime directive, non-interference. As you can see here, they have to be ghosts, phantoms. They can never, ever make direct contact. Why? Because they believe it would just shatter a young world's natural development. It could cause chaos, throwing their technology and their beliefs completely off balance. So they only step in for the big one, total catastrophe. Okay, so we get what the pack is all about. Now let's zoom in on one specific, incredibly urgent mission. The target is a planet called Sol 3, and its inhabitants have absolutely no idea that they are right on the brink of total extinction. See, Sol 3 isn't just facing one threat. It's facing what the pack's analysts are calling a cataclysmic convergence, which is basically a fancy way of saying a perfect storm of cosmic disasters, and they're all about to hit at the exact same time. And this really shows you just how bad the situation is. On one hand, you've got a geomagnetic pole reversal that's about to flip the planet's entire magnetic field. This is going to trigger massive earthquakes, volcanoes, the whole shebang. But at the exact same time, its star is about to let loose a solar ejection so powerful it could literally strip the atmosphere right off the planet. I mean, for these two things to happen together, it's a 1 in 100,000-year disaster. But here's the kicker. The dangers aren't just physical. As the pack looked closer at Sol 3, they found another layer to this crisis. And it wasn't in the planet's core, but in its society. They called it the first paradox of civilization. And yeah, this one might sound eerily familiar to us. The people on Sol 3 are right on the edge of fully integrating artificial intelligence into their world. The paradox is this huge societal test. Can they use AI as this incredible new tool without giving up their own critical thinking, their own creativity, their own compassion? It's a tipping point that could either make them or break them. And this makes the pack's mission so delicate. The people of Sol 3 are vulnerable, they're wrestling with this new tech, but they're also advanced enough to spot outside interference. If the pack isn't careful, the very civilization they're trying to save might see them as an enemy. So, who do you even send on a mission this impossible? Let's meet the team that gets tasked with saving Sol 3 and get a look at the absolutely staggering, decade-long journey they're about to take. The mission is handed to the crew of the Stellar Ark. It's led by Commander Rhea Ibarra, who's a total veteran, and her chief engineer, Koresh Atal. And their directive? It's absolute. It's unforgiving. Save the planet, but make sure its people never, ever know you were there. And just look at this timeline. This is not a quick trip. We're talking 3 years just to get there, flying through what they call dimensional corridors. Then they'll spend 4 years on site, operating in total secrecy, and then another 3 years to get home. That's a full decade of their lives spent in the dark, all to save a world. But here's the thing. The crew of the Stellar Ark faces its first life-or-death challenge long before they even get close to Sol 3. Their entire mission almost ends just 3 months after it starts. While they're traveling through one of those dimensional corridors, they run into this thing, a deep space comet, officially called C884. But in the old archives, it has a much more tragic name, the Mourner. And that's because it's not just ice and rock. It is the literal shattered core of a planet that died 3 million years ago. And as the crew gets their sensors on it, they realize this piece of cosmic history is, well, for all intents and purposes, it's a flying dirty bomb. Let's break down why this is a mission-ending threat. The core is packed with high-concentration uranium. Its tail is a 2,000-mile-long stream of solid radon. But the real problem is its mass. It's so immense that it's about to destabilize the dimensional corridor they're in. Think of it like a wormhole just collapsing on itself. And if that happens, the Stellar Ark gets crushed into nothing, instantly. So this puts the crew in a completely impossible spot. The question becomes, what do you do? How do you stop the leftover piece of a dead planet from erasing you and your entire mission from existence? Well, the analytics team gives Commander Ibarra 4 options, and let me tell you, none of them are good. 1. Try to destroy it, but their weapons might not even be strong enough. 2. Try to push it, but that means flying right next to that radioactive tail. 3. They could try to ignite the tail, but the shockwave from that could just destroy them anyway. Or 4. Do nothing, and accept a 90% chance of being crushed. There is no safe choice here.
And, this first terrible dilemma, it perfectly captures the challenge of their entire mission. Their journey has barely begun, and they're already having to make these impossible choices, completely alone in the dark, with no guarantee of success. And it all leads right back to that central, haunting question that defines the entire Planetary Protection Pack. How do you save a world that can never, ever know you exist?